So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be presenting you with some quotes. A series of quotes. And some of them are by philosophers. Philosophers which you may know. There's definitely one that you don't know. So, that's just,
Good.
Because I didn't know it. It's just interesting. And some of them were made by me. The way that it's scored, you get 2 points if you catch me out and you identify the ones that I've written, and you get a point for identifying that it was written by a philosopher, and you get a point for telling me which philosopher it was.
Okay, great.
We'll call this one full-time or part-time philosopher.
Alright, yeah, that's good.
That's not bad, is it? Oh, I'm good at this. So, shall we just jump straight into it?
Yeah, please.
If you're lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company.
Oh, I think...
What does that make you think of?
It makes me
What's
think
your
of
thought process?
rhyme lyric. Because that is... I mean, it's yeah, fine, I agree. Anyone who gets bored is a boring person. If you can't entertain yourself, that's your fault. It's kind of philosophy I agree with. But I think it's also a kind of thing you agree with, and maybe you would have just said. But I'm gonna say no. I think it's a philosopher.
It is a philosopher.
Okay, good.
Do you want to have a go at thinking about which one it might be?
No. Yes, I will.
What's your thought process? Show us how the cogs work.
Oh,
We're intrigued.
Okay. Well, somewhat. Oh, are we?
It's completely arbitrary, by the way. You don't have to get them right. There's no stakes whatsoever.
There's no stakes. That's always good to remember. Well, okay, so it's someone like me is sort of grumpy and would rather be by themselves than with other people. I don't know, loneliness.
What does loneliness make you think of when it comes to
Nihilism.
philosophy? And what's that related to?
Me. I don't know, sort of existentialism. Alright, since he's the front runner for any philosophy puns we'll make, I'll say Nietzsche.
It's not Nietzsche.
Really? That's upsetting. Is it Camus?
It's not. It's his wonky-eyed friend, Jean-Paul Sartre.
No! Oh, that's embarrassing. I did a whole module.
It's not. It's quite right. So that's why I picked it as the first one, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that you've read Sartre, and also notice how I stopped trying to give you clues when you stumbled into existentialism.
So that's how we're going to play. All right.
Shall we move on?
Anyway.
Now you know how I felt last week when I wanted to say Spirited Away, but I didn't because it had already been said, and it turns out you just did about 3 different reviews for like 2 movies.
And we had a jolly good time.
We had a great time. I actually really enjoyed that, but listening back to it, you could tell I got more and more frustrated because I got louder and louder, and instead of going, oh, that makes sense, or oh, that's a bit cheeky, and I don't really agree with that. It was me just going, fuck off.
What do you mean?
Fuck off. What do you mean? Fuck off. By the way, I don't agree with all of these quite. They're just like they're plucked from random. It's not
much
things
like
that I
didn't agree with much of the movie reviews.
In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule.
Karl J. Marx III is what I'm saying.
Really? Just
Yes.
straight away?
Yes.
You're right that it's a philosopher.
Damn. No. Okay. No. But I don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to? What? Do you want to drag me along by a lead? Do you want to give me a hint?
I'll tell you a little story.
Oh no.
I walked into my kitchen
And this was written on the
and I
back of a
had
cereal
a sudden inability to string sentences together. So I panicked. Suddenly, next thing I know, vroom, I've fallen over. Really, really hurt my leg, and I noticed that I'd completely missed this thing that was in the way. And my mum runs in and goes, what's wrong? And I just go, knee, chair. It's Nietzsche.
Okay, yeah, good.
What's that?
That was a good one.
It's not entertaining.
That was funny. Thank God
the payoff isn't worth it.
Thank God you have to make it entertaining, because my reactions aren't going to be quite what your reactions were. Because we were dealing with your favourite movies and someone slagging them off, whereas this is just a philosopher
it's just
said
you being
this,
lost.
and then I go, all right.
Oh,
but
wow, okay.
Did he say that? No. Okay. But I am enjoying it.
Point.
So go on.
I haven't made it that emotive.
No, it's great.
Okay. Of all our vices, emotion is the greatest smudge on the lens of human reason.
Oh my God. That does kind of sound like you trying to be a philosopher, but it could also easily, all of those nerds hate emotion, so like all those robots. But no, I'm going to stick to my guns. I think that's classic Jamie.
It was me trying to impersonate a philosopher.
Yes.
Well done.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I there were so many about how emotion's bad, so I just came up with my own.
Yeah, good.
Tried to make it sound fancy. And realised that when I was thinking of a smudge on the lens, I was thinking of a camera, and I was like, oh God, that narrows it like literally to the last 50 years.
Yeah, okay.
And then I realised that lens could have been lens on the glasses, could have been Hume, could have been Kant.
Anyone with glasses.
Literally, anyone who's ever seen glass.
But this is also the thing, right? Like if that, like you said, for coming up with that one, you took a common thing in philosophy and just said your own thing about it. Like, what if you just say, religion bad, and I have to
well the next quote is actually religion bad. Who said that? I'm joking, of course.
Well, you, but also about 50 philosophers, so like, what do I say?
It was actually Baruch Spinoza. It's said that the grass is often greener, but those who take a leap of faith will find there was green grass all around. They simply had to open their eyes.
Well, this is annoying, because when you started I was going to say you, but now I think I've heard that before. Not just the grass is always green a bit. I've definitely heard that before, but no, damn. What, those who grass is greener and those who take a leap of faith? Well, you could just be taking loads of things and mashing them together. Kierkegaard and all that. I'm saying you. It was classic
You are correct.
Jamie.
It's me trying to trick you. If you have heard something like that, that's amazing. Because I literally just went, how can I talk about the grass being greener and drop in something that will make him think it's Kierkegaard?
Yeah. And it worked.
And it
I didn't think it was Kierkegaard that said the whole quote, but
but I complete waffle.
Good waffle.
I just waffled for that one.
I took a while considering it, so it's good waffle. Good job.
Education offers rationality to our future leaders.
I feel that might be you again, just having a bit of a jab. Well, no, the opposite. Well, yeah, no, you're being sarcastic. No, I think it's you.
Fuck off. Well done. It was me.
Yes.
I was hoping you'd think John Locke or something, because he was all about educating children.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's where you fall down. I don't know anything, idiot.
If you don't know who John Locke is, you definitely think that's me. So it's okay.
Excuse you, I know who he is. I just know him for his... I know you are, but I'm just trying to now think what I know him for. It was like primary and secondary qualities and stuff. Like Berkeley.
I think, yeah. Well,
Also,
Berkeley came up with the idea.
And also he did a bit
John Locke did speak about it.
And he did also speak about determinism. I remember that.
Yeah.
Go on.
Anyway, the main bit of what he was saying was educate children for they're a blank slate. He also had some things to say about memory, which just turned out to be wrong. just science can say, well, that's not right.
Okay.
But I can't remember what he said. I'm sorry. Shall we move on with the game?
That was funny. And this is a good game. Go on.
Eternal life belongs to those who live in the present.
That's just all the girls we know's Instagram bios. How dare you?
So what you're saying is, if I wrote this, I'd be an influencer, and whichever philosopher wrote this would also be an influencer. You can't figure out who it is from the content of the quote.
Okay, cool.
So just have a punt.
What I'll do is
think of one that I know that you know, and just have a punt.
Well, no, that's harder. Well, who said you never step in the same river twice?
That was Heraclitus.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Living in the present. Well, less. Bloody Aristotle.
You were so close.
Damn.
It was Ludwig Wittgenstein.
That's not close.
That isn't close at all. But I just thought it was like the least Ludwig Wittgenstein sounding thing in the world. This is the same guy that when he built a house for his sister, decided that the ceiling was too low and wanted it raised 2 inches at great cost and inconvenience to everyone involved. And the last one, common sense needs to be renamed because it is now rare.
Oof. Another jab at society. Another self-indulgent. It could be you. But who else could it be? Any philosopher. Could be Socrates, as we were saying. Could just anyone that doesn't like society, and I mean that's everyone. That's almost every philosopher. Jamie, this is a fault in the game. This is just most people.
What, you can't figure it out from the quote? Boo-hoo.
Okay, rude. I think
you don't know what every philosopher said all the time?
I think that's so philosophical that everyone said it, but also no one's... You've taken it and said it yourself. I think it's you.
It wasn't me.
Damn.
But it was someone called Jamie. It was Jamie Adenuga.
Wow. What a twist.
What a twist.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, that was good.
So that was my game. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for playing.
Oh.
You scored more than 0. You did really well, to be fair. You caught me out on every single one that was mine.
But also I did that mostly by guessing it was just you saying it.